Boombadotmobi is a waste management business platform that seeks to solve the issue of illegal dumping at source. We connect waste generators with waste collectors and facilitate the process of waste being responsibly disposed of. We then send pictures of the final destination of the waste to the customer to assure them that their waste has been responsibly disposed of. We have done this by applying the Uber business model. So what we are basically solving is the illegal dumping that is a scourge in Johannesburg North. What inspired me to start Boombadotmobi is the scourge of illegal dumping that is in Diepsloot and in surrounding communities. Living in Diepsloot is a challenge on its own, but the amounts of waste that has almost become a norm, that's what got to me. And seeing illegal dumping actually claiming their free spaces and kids having to play in streets and being run over by cars, that for me was another motivator. But most of all is a vision of seeing Diepsloot as a clean, beautiful neighborhood that we can live in that is free from illegal dumping. My highlight in my entrepreneurial journey is actually being recognized by Deloitte and being invited to Singularity University. That for me was actually a mind blower, actually a mind opener when they were talking about self-disrupting and actually explaining how when you are not content with who you are or you're not just being in your comfort zone, you can actually reach for higher and be more than what you are at the current state. The advice that I'd give to a person who's just starting out right now saying, I want to be an entrepreneur, or who has already started the journey, is to define which problem you're really solving. And when you've defined it, actually be innovative about it where you can and use what you have at the current moment. Don't always look for capital and stuff like that. Avoid that when you can and use what you have so that people who can give you capital can actually be there and see that you have done something, because most of the time they look into what you've already done and if you can really go the long mile. So you need to be resilient, you need to really be purposeful, know what you're in it for, and don't always chase money, because some people can give you money and derail you from your initial goal. So you need to just pursue that goal that you have and be encouraged all the time. Be self-motivated. Winning the Rising Star Award would mean that there are people who are actually out there recognizing people who are actually doing something in their communities. For me as a social entrepreneur, money does not always come first, it's the impact first. So that on its own actually helps us to be motivated as social entrepreneurs, to know how to go forward even when there is no money, but knowing that there's that goal that we're going to reach. And it also, for me, it will actually be a recognition that even when, it doesn't matter where you come from, wherever you come from, it's actually an advantage on its own, because the problems that you face, either in the first world or in the third world, you can turn them into opportunities and you can run well with them.